Ivan Geraldo Cisneros came to me and presented me this picture that I thought was very interesting because you can see ETs, extraterrestrials, in different positions in a place. I learned then that was a ranch. I decided to go to this ranch, and they told me that the reason they had taken these pictures is because the animals were very much afraid of something, probably a coyote, probably a lion, probably something there.
Ah, yes, lions in Mexico. Makes total sense, Jaime. Of course, the animals were afraid of perhaps a lion. Totally not aliens by any chance. Of course, makes total sense as usual.
They didn't know. And they didn't have a lamp. They just have a little camera with a flash. Then they use the camera as a lamp, taking pictures. But what they really wanted, because they couldn't see anything, there was no light in the place, they wanted to get this flash to see if something was there. And they took the pictures and they didn't see anything, but they knew something was there. And later, when they saw the pictures, accidentally, they realized that there were creatures in the place. ETs, extraterrestrials. The pictures were original. They came directly from the camera to me. Then I knew that these pictures were absolutely real.
And you guys analyzed them?
We analyzed them, and we think that all of these pictures were absolutely real. We didn't find any reason why not to believe them, especially Ivan Geraldo Cisneros, who was so honest. Again, these people didn't ask for a penny, didn't ask for money, for fame, anything. Then there was no reason. They didn't publicize, they didn't put this in the internet. Nobody knew about this case but me, but my team.
How convenient. No one knew about this except for him and his team. How normal. How easy would it be to paint someone's ass green and have them run around your yard naked? Or set up dummies or something. Come on, man. Jesus. You can do better, Jaime. Of course only you knew of this.
Yes, this girl was seeing this extraterrestrial close to her house.
A little smile on his face. Look at him just crack his little smile.
This creature was in the street for 2 or 3 nights in a row. Not following, but around, and she felt observed, and she told her parents that this was happening. They didn't believe her, but they gave him a camera. They gave her a camera, and then when she saw the creature, she took just one picture where you can see this creature outside her house through the window, and looks very real. We couldn't find any trace of modification on the picture. What is interesting is that they never released the name of the girl, just the first name. They didn't allow her to give any interview because I wanted to talk to her. I wanted to keep this testimony for history, for the future. But they didn't want to, and then they told me that the little girl got very sick. And they thought it was because of this creature, or because of what happened there, or because she was so nervous. And I didn't hear from them again. It was very unfortunate for me because I thought it was a good case. And right at that moment, this happened between 95, 96, there were so many sightings in the area, so many people talking about ETs and UFOs. We have this case in the ranch with the so-called Javieres. We have at school, unfortunately, they didn't have a camera, but the kids in the school saw the aliens, and it seems that one teacher also saw the aliens, but we didn't get any evidence. But again, there were many, many reports And I even considered this place to be a contact place, Juarez City, that became very violent a few years later. I don't know if that's the reason. I don't know why. I don't know if there is any, any correspondence or correlation between the sightings and the presence of the creatures and what was happening underground in the city that was so dangerous for so many people. But the case was one of many that happened in the area, and I think it really presents one of the creatures that probably the Javieres saw and so many others that describe these little creatures with long arms like little kids with big eyes and so on, and the color gray, so on. Then I think it's a good example of what many people was seeing just around Juarez City.
Okay, let's recap this case real quick. No evidence whatsoever. Literally, Jaime's words, not mine. None. Some pictures taken of a man pointing his finger. Some dude running around in green paint. But people in Juarez were in danger. They weren't in danger, of course, from NHI or aliens, whatever you want to call them. They were in danger from the narcos running around with machine guns trying to peddle the drugs across the border.
Where is Metepec located?
Metepec is very close in Mexico City and even closer to Toluca, the capital of the state of Mexico.
Why did you go to Metepec initially to report on some kind of creature that was found in a trap?
Some friend called me back in 2007. I believe it was May 2007 or the beginning of June. And he told me that some friend of him had captured an extraterrestrial. And I didn't believe it, He showed me the picture and I didn't know what to think. Was this real or not? Then these people came to see me and they brought the creature to my office exactly a month later that was captured and killed. When I saw the creature, I thought that it was worth it to do an investigation. The creature was still trapped. It was killed that way and was still with the trap in the hand. And I sent a reporter to investigate the case. He made many interviews. We found many witnesses who saw this creature alive, especially the owner of the ranch, the people who found the creature. All of them told me that the creature was alive for at least 20 to 36 hours after it was captured. They decided to kill it because the creature was almost escaping from the trap, and they were very afraid because it made many noises and it was very active, and they thought that was dangerous. And unfortunately, very unfortunately, they killed this creature in the worst possible way. They put this creature first on water and then on acid because it didn't die.
Underwater?
On the water, after 30 minutes, didn't die, and then they used some kind of acid that is used to prepare later. And unfortunately, besides that, they put the creature for 12 hours in there. Then at the end, it was completely dead.
Okay, time to recap. Someone caught an alien in their shed. Inside of it looks to be a cruel-looking rat trap. Then they attempted to drown it in water, and then drowned it for 12 hours in acid. That's insane, and hopefully no aliens ever visit the area of Mexico again, because that is the most evil way to treat your cosmic space brothers, let alone a little human, a monkey, or perhaps a taxidermied squirrel that they sprayed water on with a spray bottle to make it look alive. But who knows?
That's when I saw it, but I got at least 5 testimonies of people who saw the creature alive, people that were not connected between each other. Then I thought that it was a very good case. I decided to try to analyze the DNA. I sent the DNA to 5 different labs, and none of them got results because they said that the DNA was degraded because it was put in this acid. Then they couldn't get. However, I was able to. Can I answer? No.
Just after you finish Metepec, yeah, just after.
Okay. So let me tell him. Okay, I finish. We couldn't do the DNA analysis. Then I brought some scientists to make analysis of the skin and other details to see if this creature was real. We found that the skin of the being was real, because some people were already saying that this was a monkey that has been skinned. The skin has been taken off the monkey, and some people had doubts. This was a titi monkey or so. Then we analyzed the skin, and the specialist at the beginning said, no, it's a fake. And then he came a week later and he said, no, it's not a fake. This is real. I found the cells that prove that this is the real skin. This is not a monkey. This is very unusual. I don't know what it is. And then we found other evidence like the ear, the infern ear is very different from any mammal, very different from monkeys. And you have to see also the hands, they look completely human. The feet look completely human. It has a tail, and the skin is almost like us, but it was like covered with oil. We know it was not oil, but was some kind of substance. The case, there is no doubt in my mind that is a real case. But what it is, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's an ET that can go inside a chip and take the craft to a different planet. I don't think so. Even though the animal seems to be very smart, very, very smart. But where it came from? Different dimension? It's like chupacabras. Chupacabras is also real, I will tell you about it. But chupacabras is an incredible phenomenon. It is like some creatures come from a different dimension and they go back. I don't know. They found in the same ranch where they found the creature of Metepec, they found another one with no head. It was being eaten by the dogs. They saved the body. They kept the body in a freezer, and someone took that body from the freezer.
This ranch sounds like animal cruelty hell. Not a Mexican skinwalker ranch, but the deadliest ranch known to monkeys and mankind, or perhaps squirrels. I'm not too sure what exactly is happening here, but it doesn't seem to me to be an extra-dimensional creature as he portrays. Jesus.
And they didn't know who did it. They were very, very amazed that somebody did that, unfortunately. But another man declares that he saw one of these creatures bigger, alive, trying to get into the ranch again. They put these traps around the house because the nights before they catch the creature, they heard many noises in the area. And the dogs were barking very loud. And the horses were also crying. And something is going on. When they finally got this creature, it seems that everything stopped. But at the same time, something or somehow an animal killed a falcon that was inside a cage. And they think were these creatures. They think there were many other creatures like this one. Probably this was the youngest one. They think there were others like the big one that was trying to get into the house. We don't know. But this amazing case that many people have said that is a fake is not. Even Discovery Channel came to me. After they got results, after they talked to scientists who told them that this was very strange, this was not normal, this was not a monkey, even though they made their own analysis of DNA in England, and they claim, without presenting anything, that they found that this was a TT monkey, not presenting anything. And they also said that they made an analysis with a lie detector to the man who found it, and that he confessed that it was a joke. And I have the interviews with him where he declares how he found the creature alive and so on. What I can tell you is I see the efforts that were made to try to cover up this case. Even now, I really believe this is a real case, and I can prove it with all the analysis we made. Especially
were there efforts made to try and prove this monkey to be an alien? You literally have people stating that the man lied, that he admitted to his lie, that Jaime will not give it up, will he? How odd. How quaint.
Anything related to a monkey. That's when I started to learn that when you present a case, they're going to try to destroy it. Even lying, inventing, transforming, doing whatsoever. There is no objectivity in this field. There are many who won't let you to really demonstrate what is really happening on Earth. And unfortunately, the media, when they find that there is some controversy around one case, they don't want to talk about it anymore because it's controversial. But everything I did in this investigation proved to me that this creature, this body that I still have, is not from this earth.
How was it acting when it was first found? If you could tell me about
Very aggressive. When it was found, they catch it with a hand in here. He ate the hand. He cut the hand with the mouth to release himself from the trap. Okay, and they were very afraid. It made many noises, scream, not words, just screaming.
Yes, because a monkey trapped in a cage or trapped surely wouldn't scream. Monkeys are known to be the quietest creatures on Earth, obviously.
Died, and they want me to do taxidermia, and then what I did was to make a joke. Really? Where is the body? Where is the people who own this TT monkey? The only thing that this man has is his testimony, saying that he made a joke. No one else has said that.
He said this to Discovery Channel?
He said this to Discovery Channel, and they made a test with a lie detector test, a very poor test, and they said, oh, it's proven. They wanted that. Channel 4 from England working for Discovery Channel, they wanted this to be a fake. They never used any testimony from any of the specialists who told them that this was real. They all use, I am a little tired of these companies coming here and lying to me, telling me things that are not true, just to make me believe in them, and then using what I say and what they get to prove what they want to prove. You see? Then I am now not very a trusting person as I did in the past, because I was very open and I told everyone my investigations and everything. But with time, I have learned that some of these people are not honest.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, that's very difficult to deal with.
So did they publish this just on like a website or something like
No, they publish this on the television, in Discovery Channel. You can look for it, you can check it out, and you can check my whole investigation, and you'll see the big difference. They never did something scientific there. All they used was to prove that this was not real at the end.
And this man that gave the testimony, is he around still, or?
I don't know where he is. He's a delinquent. Really is. He's a criminal. And this man lied so many times. They didn't care. As long as he says that this is not real, we are okay, we are happy with that. But this man was accused by I have to tell you something very important that I forgot. The owner of the ranch was killed, murdered, a month after we made the recordings in his house. We don't know yet why he was killed, but was murdered. And unfortunately, the only video that exists with the creature alive was inside his car, his station wagon, his pickup wagon, that was burned after he was killed. And we lost the biggest evidence to prove that this case is very extraordinary. And it is.
Hey guys, this is UFO Shane here, the Esoteric Walrus. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check back every week for more stories like this on the brand new Esoteric Review here on the channel. Also click the links in the description to watch documentaries made by Darcy Weir, a good friend of mine. I will be featured in one of his upcoming documentaries as well, which is going to be super cool. Thanks and be well, my friends, my peers, and of course, my trolls. Have a great day, everybody.